Alrighty, time for a weekend daily. So presumably a bunch of expansions will be present. I see Base, Intrigue, Prosperity, Rising Sun. I think that's Prosperity. Dark Ages, Plunder, Guilds, Dark Ages. I know my cards. Okay. So what do we got? Minstrel is a village. Witch and Laboratory are draw. Figurine as well. Plus buy. Rice, figurine. There's also tools for gains. Finning. There's Infirmary. Okay. I think this looks pretty straightforward, right? Minstrel and Witch are draw, or Laboratories draw. You play a few rice for plus buy. How many types are there? Action, attack, treasure. That's it. Okay, so not the riciest of rice. It'll be a gold, but it says plus buy, which makes it a lot better than gold. Okay. 3-4 does not seem great to me. I love the 5-2 ideally, or the 4-3, so you could open Infirmary immediately and get to trashing. On 3-4, silver followed by Infirmary is an option. You end up trashing an estate, and then you most likely get a shuffle of like silver and 2 coppers, which it's not great. If you're lucky, you draw an estate off the top, and then you hit 5 turn 3, but that's only 1/3 likely to happen. The other option would be something like double silver or even sage silver, and then buying Infirmary on the next turn, trying to spike a bigger number, like 5 or 6. I don't really want 2 silvers that much, so probably it's just going to be silver Infirmary. Yeah, I think so. Okay, the bottom has the 4-3, which is a bit better. Drew a copper, which was not the ideal draw. Minstrel now? I don't have great targets for the tools yet. I want to hit 5 at least once before I had tools, I think. If you had tools before you have a plan to hit 5, you're making it harder to hit 5 on yourself, and the tools doesn't have anything good to gain. So I think just Minstrel gets you playing the Infirmary more often. Please draw a state. Well, maybe I just don't trash here. 5 is a lot better than 4. So most likely my Minstrel's in my next turn hand. I'll play it. I won't draw an action, but I will then most likely top deck both the Infirmary and whatever I buy here. So if I buy a Witch, it's most likely colliding with the Infirmary. So I think I buy Laboratory now, even though Witch is the card I would ideally want first on 5. Just because, yeah, this is going to happen. Now I can add a tools. I think I play this. That was a terrible draw. That's absolutely terrible. Oh, man. I did not want to draw the Minstrel, not one bit. So the problem is, like, these 7 cards are all basically junk. There's a tools down there, and that's about it. That was not so bad if I left the Minstrel on top. Minstrel is most likely going to be the next turn hand, and it triggers a shuffle, puts the lab back on top, and we're all okay. But I drew the Minstrel off the top, and yeah, now that I think I'm well behind. Do I want a 3rd tools? It's not a bad card here. It's very low on targets. I think it's still better than nothing. Hard to say. Okay. Yeah, this is horrible. This is going absolutely horrifically. I'll buy a Sage, I guess. I don't want 4th tools, that's just too many. Oh, I should have gained a Minstrel. I don't know why I didn't just gain a free Minstrel, that was dumb. Hey. Yeah, this is not how this game should be going at all. Play Wandering Minstrel first. If I did Infirmary first and then Minstrel, I would trigger a nasty shuffle. I guess I just don't play Infirmary at all. If I'd top decked an action card, I could have played Infirmary, but I didn't have any down there. I didn't find 2 of my tools, which is not good. Let's buy a Witch now. I've already got 4 curses. I'll have to overpay for Infirmary again, I think, soon, and just get more thinning, because I am behind on trashing. Yeah. Problem with my deck is also not really built to hit price points very well. Like the odds I hit higher than 5 here are not that great. Alright, bot got its first rice, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I'll take a Witch and a Lab. And I'll do another Infirmary here. Oh, I didn't mean to trash the estate. I was trying to click on the curse. It doesn't really matter. Most likely both those cards are getting trashed well before the game ends. But obviously I should have trashed the curse. And I was trying to click on it, and I failed. Oh boy. So gotta watch out for piles. Lab is super low. Curses are imminently gonna run out. And then Minstrel will be the natural 3rd pile. I guess I do it in this order. Hey there, doggy. My dog is knocking things over. Is it worth triggering this? It gives out a curse. I think yes. This is probably nasty, but I can just buy an Infirmary if I need to fix that problem. I wish I would have found the silver. Actually, just gain a silver here off of tools if I could. I need to hit 7 next for rice and then bank, probably in that order. The bot's not really threatening a pile out because it only has 1+ buy. But I can't really afford to take more witches with as many minstrels as I have. I can't play them all. So I guess I take a Lab. And what? I'm not really convinced there's any card in my deck right now that's better than nothing. What about adding a Minstrel, actually? Let me think about this. So the problem is, like if I gain Minstrel here and the bot has a dud or something, I'm threatening to pile out and they're not, because I could gain 3 Minstrels in a turn and the bot cannot gain 3 Minstrels in a turn. The problem is, if I take 1 Minstrel and the bot does something like buys a province and a Minstrel, now it's threatening to pile out. And I need to score. I think this is still worth it. It just lets me add another Witch, which is pretty significant for being able to draw. And we'll finish off these curses. That was as much about clearing out the shuffle as it was about killing the curses. I had 3 non-draw cards on top. Alright, there goes the last curse. Bot obviously needs to score here. Hopefully it doesn't manage to score too much. Okay, province and an estate. That makes sense. So, in theory, I can win here if I trash both curses with my infirmaries, tools for 3 minstrels, and buy a province. I don't know if that's something I can do in practice, but we will find out. Okay. Does it get there? I think it does. I have exactly 8, so I can't trash a copper. Well, can't say I'm proud of that one. I probably didn't play it great. It just felt like those shuffles were so incredibly awkward. Starting from the 3-4. The 3-4 is just not great unless you get the lucky 1 in 3 chance of hitting 5. And that has kept having such awkward shuffles. Like that shuffle where I had to add lab over witch on the first 5 is not great. Yeah, I don't know. Things did not go right. Somehow scraped out a win with a deck that doesn't do anything. This is not what the deck should look like. At some point, you should be getting to rice for plus buy, probably a bank for money, and then doing like double or triple province. I never did that, but the bot didn't have quite enough gains, and so left itself open to pilot in the end game. But I mean, like by and large, this is fine. Infirmary, minstrel, slabs, witches, rice. Like this is the general game plan. Didn't get quite thin enough. Maybe it needed a second infirmary at some point. Probably so. Like 1 infirmary is usually enough, but maybe versus heavy witch attacks, you need to add a second one, overpay for it, trash a little bit more, and then get thinner. But like otherwise, this is in the vicinity of the correct deck. I took a shortcut, given I was a little bit behind otherwise.